We are back. We are live. We are in color. I ain't gonna cap. I ain't gonna cap to you. There was a reason why you didn't see me for like maybe a week. The week before, it was really because there was no music. The week that followed after that, I'm not even gonna cap. It was because Streamer University. Drop a bomb for Streamer University. Drop a bomb for Kai Cenat. Now, it was quite the streaming event that was put on display last weekend. The first ever content piece of this sort, where both large creators and small creators were put in a particular venue. We're all flown out, all expense paid, and like had like an insane amount of viewership in front of them. To present their talent, to gain relationships, to gain, a network, and all that they needed to learn from that particular event, showcase their talent and all of that stuff. So it's quite the showcase. I'm not even gonna lie, I was tuned in. I could not even stop watching. It was just too much entertaining stuff. Switching between streamer and streamer, a lot of hours put into watching that. I'm not even gonna lie. Whether I just had it in my headphones playing, I was watching clips, or I was watching the stream live, or I was watching the YouTube. It didn't matter. It was like it took over the entire algorithm. It was actually kind of crazy. So congrats to Kai Cenat, bruh. Honestly. We'll see. Perhaps grad of 2026 might be your boy. Who knows? Congrats to the boy Marcissist. Marcissist is actually from it's from my ends. He's from my ends. This guy right here. I think my screen might be black. Hold up. This is Marcissist. He might have been Vancouver's great black hope. In all honesty, great pseudo hope. Understand a lot because just so happens that he's Sudanese as well. This is my Sudanese bro.
I'm seeing a lot of small streamer hate. You have to understand, a lot of the small streamers, this is the first time these niggas doing this type of thing. Your first time doing IRL, and then you're afraid of the biggest content creators in the world. Obviously, you're gonna be timid at first. You're not gonna know when people are clip farming. You're not gonna know all these basic things. But how you gonna fault a small streamer for that? They're small for a reason, nigga. What do you mean? But you're looking at Streamer University as the only way to blow up. Oh my god. If you're meant to be up, nigga, you're gonna be up regardless of Streamer University. Yeah, Streamer University, it might have brought the time closer, but you're gonna be up regardless. LeBron James, he went to the finals in 2012 against the Mavs. Some said that's the worst performance they ever seen from a superstar. What happened after that, nigga? He won 4 finals and became the greatest player to ever play the fucking game of basketball. It's all learning experience at the end of the day. Keep on seeing niggas say, oh, if I was there, I would've done this, I would've done. Bitch ass nigga, you weren't there. So you didn't bet the dicks. I'm seeing a lot of small streamer hate.
Yeah. W Marcissist, bruh. Nah. He did his thing. He did his thing there too. I was watching. I was for real watching, and he did his thing. It was honestly dope watching him really go and like just be himself. Like he wasn't trying to be anybody else. He wasn't, and that's the thing. So there were a lot of, I felt as though the whole Streamer University thing, it really turned out to be like some sort of social experiment, where it was, let's mesh these large and small scale creators into the same space, have them interact with each other, present them in some type of classroom setting that, everybody's familiar with school, maybe not college necessarily, but everybody's familiar with school. Everybody's familiar with just the different social aspects of like meeting new people and going to class and getting to know people, having teachers, having people that you have to look at as a superior, having a set classroom schedule that you have to attend. There were bare niggas that were waking up late. I was sitting there thinking, how you waking up late to this type of opportunity? Like I get the large streamers were like, this was just their content piece, but for some of the small streamers to have like been late to classes, or not just been like outside in the area, it would have been nice to see a little bit more of that, but that's totally okay. Like you said, like there were some people that were like just finding themselves not really like social in that way, or maybe they had a different viewpoint of their experiences. I just got finished watching a YouTube video of a guy that was there that had ideas for different things that he wanted to do. He wanted to like he had this bit plan, and then he had that bit plan that he wanted to try to go out and do, and his entire plan fell through. He didn't do none of the stuff that he thought that he was going to do, and that was just only because it was just merely because like just the way that things were happening there, and he learned from that. That was what he took away from that. And then meanwhile, there were other people that like thought that maybe that they were gonna go there and be the clip farmer, but ended up staying in the room the whole time, and you didn't really hear from them. Like, you know, there was a large array of different. It was just a large social experiment, and it was interesting because there were some classes that maybe you should have paid a little bit more attention to, others that maybe you didn't need to as much. For example, DDG's class, the internet beefing, maybe could take some things away from that. Maybe didn't need to put all your study time into that class in particular. And then you know, India Love, she had like the love class, relationship class. Meanwhile, you had Agent had like the pocket watching 101. Maybe that one, it was funny, interesting to get to understand like numbers and stuff, but it wasn't really relevant. But second class, he took them to the LeBron James Museum. Third class, which is probably the most informative one, is when he was giving like creator advice, like how to do your first brand deal, like all kinds of stuff like that. Like just really breaking down like what equipment to use, this and that. Just really going into detail about those type of things. So he really went into debt or in debt. Who else had that other good class? There were a couple good classes. Duke PE, you know, all that stuff. So yeah, it was dope. W Kai for, you know, and he didn't even really stream the entire time. He streamed like for maybe a few hours every day. Maybe he missed a day, or I don't know. But you know, he really put the spotlight on for other people to shine, which is something that needs to be admired, because not a lot of people are willing to do that at that point in their career. You know, he could just make all his money and walk away, but he's putting it back into the content, and doing something that means something for other people. Like, he's just not just doing it for himself. He didn't really, if anything, he was probably in the red from that entire experience if he didn't get, you know, just put on black. Like, I hope that he made some type of agreement with like Virgin and T-Mobile, I mean, and fucking this nigga had mad endorsements. He had T-Mobile, he had YouTube, he had a couple others. And it was crazy. I hope that they put him just in the, like, if not in the green, they put him in the black, like just break even. Like, they cut the cost of that for them to run that. Because the impressions, there was 230 million hours watched for some crazy stat. But you know what it did for those creators is definitely like something that, you know, you can't really quantify. So, you know, W Kai, those creators, you know, the awards, Drake coming on and giving them the speech, shouting out a few people, throwing shade at Rakai, you know, Rakai and Tota, fucking DDG doing his thing. Who else was there? Tylil was a dope watch. I loved watching Tylil stream. He was really like setting the example, whether it was, you know, letting the bigger creators know how you should conduct yourself with the small creators, or small creators like making them feel comfortable. He helped with all of that. So yeah, it was crazy. Let me know if you guys ended up watching it. I hope that there's a season 2. And I hope he picks your boy. Sorry, I'm trying to post the Instagram. Okay, let me just take 3 seconds. This is twitch.tv/kristodotcom. I was trying to find something to write in the caption, but it just wasn't doing it. So live now will do. But yeah, let me know if you guys ended up watching much of it. If you guys enjoyed Streaming University. If it was a vibe to you guys. Yeah. I don't really know if there was actually much music that I really care to listen to though. Okay, let's see. Max's album just dropped tonight. What's Max doing? Let me see.
Like that is a yo. When I listened to it, I said, "Yo, this is going to be in the clubs. Like this is a thing."
I appreciate you, bro.
Like, bro, everything about this is fire, bro.
Who's that on the phone?
Have you ever wished that saving money?
Fucking ads, bro. I'm gonna hit with the ad, everybody. Fuck it. Yeah. Alright, let's see. Hold up. Do we have anything though? Nah, I ain't got annoying. Let me look at my playlist, my little stream playlist. I got a video? Oh, okay. 6 days ago. Okay.
Send me your location.
Well. Look who made it all the way to the end of the video. Pretty sure that means you like what you saw, doesn't it? Make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. I'm live every single week on Twitch and Kick. Hit the link in the description. Or you hit that video right there, you know? Might like what you see, might like what you find. Go ahead, hit it. Hit it.
Make out of minds with you.